Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another week, another session with Stock Sniper Trading. Guys, quickly right off the bat, just keep in mind in the description box, we're not financial advisors, okay? So if you've never done kind of any live trading like this before, please consult with a financial advisor before doing any of this. We're providing free technical and fundamental analysis for everyone, okay? So with that being said, guys, let's get down to business. Welcome everyone. I know we got a good amount of people in here, around 100 people. So what's up, Henning? The Kid Moose, what's going on, big guy? Piyush, Hawat, hello, what's going on? So, Super Data Wolf, what's going on, big man? Okay, guys, so we're gonna get down to business. We're gonna chart gold, okay, first. And remember, if you haven't checked it out yet already, like we have 8:30 news here, okay? So we have it's orange folder, so it's not going to be high impact like the GU one at 2 p.m. All right, but core durability goods and then durability goods. All right, so you can tell at 8:30 that that might have a nice little impact on the DXY. Okay, so we'll watch obviously gold and maybe just US 30. All right, but for right now, guys, what we're going to look to do is chart gold from the top down, starting from the daily, and you can see, guys, we've been making a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, so we've been in a steady downtrend here from roughly September 7th. Okay, push below the 200, and now we've had a continuation. All right, so guys, hope everyone's got their coffee ready because we're gonna get down to some business now. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly just change these right here, the lines. All right, my daily, 4 hour, and hourly I'm going to use as white, and then I'm going to change the color for a little bit of lower time. All right. Hope everyone had a good weekend. You know what I mean? It was definitely a good weekend for Bitcoin. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on with that in that area, of the whole crypto world. So if you guys got in on a little trading on that, congratulations. If you made some pips, but new week, new folders, new areas of potential to get to in the market. Okay, so from the daily, you'll notice that I'm leaving the bottom of this current candle here. All right, if you'd like to, you can grab it and chart it. Okay. Dustin, yes, we do have or Fustin, yes, we do. I'll go over that in a little bit. Okay, but first I just want to get the top down done. Okay, so it's nice. You can see they made a nice little push, September 26th. Okay, then on the 27th at 2, you can see they had a nice little sell-off here, finding some good support at roughly 1745 mark. And now they're starting to walk themselves back up. We'll see if they're going to get up and potentially test 1757 today. Okay, if not, it's just going to continue and fall and drop to the roughly 1740 area. All right. And remember, this is now gold on the 4 hour. All right. If you're not too familiar with how we do it here, top down going from daily, 4 hour, hourly, and then obviously, and we get into the lower time frames. Okay. We're getting some rejection at 1750.35. All right. So it's important to realize that right across the board at that area, getting key support and then key resistance here. All right, so this is a key area that we need to keep in mind on gold for the 4 hour, and that's where we're approaching currently right now. All right, so if you want to grab the top of that wick, we'll go from the hourly now. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. You can see that at 1757 they tried to push it above here, held a little bit of consolidation, then they sold it off with a retest to try to break to the bullish side, was rejected, and then it started that nice little downtrend on the hourly. Okay. No, guys, no one's late. We're just getting started here. All right. So this is hourly. Let me grab the top of these wicks right there. Okay. So now we're going to drop it down to the 30-minute. Guys, remember this is gold on now the 30-minute time frame. All right. You can see we're getting heavy resistance right at the 200, which led to the potential retest, and then you had a continuation selling in the bearish momentum. Now we're finding good support. All right. right in this zone right here, or in this area. You can see there's a lot of bottom wick. All right, a lot of bodies have tried to make it below there, but price has made a nice little found a nice little support, and now retesting at the 1750.18 mark. Okay. All right. So you can see now what area we're starting to work up in. 1750 mark. All right, it's on the 30-minute. Anything now I'm going to use my horizontal ray, but I'm going to change it to yellow. All right. So anything below basically the gray, all right, this is higher time frame support. We're looking at daily, 4-hour, hourly. Now since we broke below the hourly, we're going to start using a yellow line just to signify lower time frame support and resistance. Okay. You can see they're starting to form a bullish engulfing candlestick here. Remember, this is now on the 15-minute. All right. So good support, starting to go bullish now. All right. We'll see if we're going to come up and touch roughly 1751.50 mark. I know it says 58, but it's going to be in roughly the 50. Okay. 1751, and this is the close of this body right here. All right. If we start to break to the bullish to the bearish side, guys, like I said, we have nice support forming right at around the bottom wick is 1746.10, and then we have 1746 roughly 50 mark. Okay, so that's another key little area, finding good support. You can see they walked this way up. Same thing like it's sort of doing right here. All right, and they're starting to walk their potentially way up here. Okay, so if we drop now from the 15 down to the 5, you can see that we're kind of in a consolidation mode right now. All right, not much is happening. It's still on a nice little uptrend on the 5-minute. You can see it starting to walk its way up. Okay, that's if you use the wick. If you like to use bodies, you can see it starting to walk itself up in that sense right there. Okay, on the 5-minute. All right, pushed. Okay, holding good support in this area. Okay, making a nice little bounce off the 5-minute uptrend, and then same thing here. Okay, so we're gonna wait and see on gold. Remember, we do have this 8:30 news. Okay, so what that's going to have a lot of effect on is most likely the DXY. Okay, which is going to have an effect on pretty much everything that's correlated with the DXY. All right, so you can see the DXY right here. It's made like kind of like a double top on the 5-minute. Okay, you can see by that the two peaks right there, and now they found a nice little support coming in that area again, and now they're holding good key support right here at 1793.42. All right, if we look at this now on the 15-minute, you can see, all right, we had a nice little FU candle. Okay, sold off, bounced right off the 200, and good support at 93.218. Guys, I always have my DXY charted the same. It never really changes. Okay, and you can see it starts to push up, getting rejected here. Okay, right at the high 93.490, rejecting. Okay, and now they're holding good support simply at potentially then where they made kind of a bounce and sideways traded beforehand. Okay, so you can see at 27th at 5, 515, 530, you know, until they had that nice sell-off on the DXY around 615 mark. Okay, so if we're looking at the DXY in terms of correlation, we need a key break below here. Okay, that would be a little bit of a neckline. All right, give me one sec here. Guys, I'm using the 200-day exponential moving average. Okay, guys, and if you start to trade with us normally, you'll see that that's the main one we tend to use. Okay, so guys, this is what's happening if it's going to be an M pattern. Okay, it start to sink below and then start to form good support at previous structure that it held. Okay, if that's not the case, okay, what they're going to do is they're just going to maybe push it up. All right, roughly the same kind of high, hold here, reject, and then they might kind of consolidate around this area. All right, you can see that they did it in previous structure, okay, before making maybe a move to the upside or to the downside, okay. 93.42, yes, exactly it. It's on the 15, 93.42. So we're looking right around here. You can see exactly Super Data Wolf when I was showing you this kind of area of sideways trading before making its nice moves. Okay, so good eye, very good eye. All right. Okay, so now we're working our way on gold. Okay, this is back to gold in the 15-minute. You can see as gold potentially pushing here. All right. So one of two things can happen. Remember, we have that 8:30 news, so I'm not looking for anything just yet. Gold can push. All right. Remember, 5-minute resistance. Okay, we're looking for maybe a retest in this area, and then have a continuation. Once it gets to this mark, guys, if it starts to break above and get to 1753 area, right, we know that there's previous structure where it had selling pressure. Sold off, huge resistance, and then you had a continuation. All right, sorry guys. Nice little support forming at the low, roughly 1740. Roughly 1745 mark. Okay, then they're starting to push to the upside here. You can see they're getting resistance from the top wicks. If we move this over here, you can see, guys, they've tried it once, twice, and they're still trying with these wicks, but they're getting rejected. Finally, the buyers started to come in at the bullish engulfing candlestick, trying to work to the upside, but you can still see, guys, 1750 is heavy resistance. Okay, so if this starts to sell off, it's going to have to come down here. Okay, break this previous key support, okay, and then start to sell off. And if that's the case, it's going to start to test this bottom wick here at that 1745 mark. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little sense. But remember, we're battling if we're selling off an overall 5-minute uptrend and key support, but also previous structure right here, which is coming to the close of this candlestick at 6:05 in the morning, and then we have the opening of the new one, which turned it bullish. All right, so that's what started that 5-minute uptrend. So keep in mind that there's a lot of structure to hold support if we turn into selling mode here. Okay, and remember, it's always good to go on higher time frames and see where you're at. Okay, this is gold in the hourly. All right, so you can see it sold off, holding good support here. Now they're starting to walk their way up. If it breaks, guys, we have 5-minute resistance here, okay, which shouldn't be too much, it shouldn't be too harmful in terms of if it starts to push to the upside and try to get it to roughly 1753 mark, okay. If we move this over, you can see that there's no real top wick, so there's a lot of buyers starting to form on the hourly, okay, so it's higher time frame, okay. Moving averages, like the 200, I use pretty much for support and resistance. You know what I mean? Obviously, when it starts to break, you can get the death and golden cross. All right. But for right now, I'm strictly using this for key support and resistance. And obviously, if we get the nice little breaks, it's going to be delicious as well for everyone. Okay, I was just checking some of the chat now. Guys, did everyone have a good weekend? Did anyone trade crypto on the weekend by any chance? Okay, look at US 30, guys, starting to really sell off here, okay? Let's go back to gold for 2 seconds. So I don't mean to keep switching back and forth, but a lot of people they like RSI, okay, the relative strength index. Okay, we can check and see where we're at on the lower time frame, and then we can check out obviously the higher time frame. Okay, so you can see that we're starting to make a nice little uptrend. Okay, RSI is starting to break above the 50. It's just you don't need to put this on here. Okay, this is just for me. I've always been doing this. There's no real significance for it. All right. But you can see now in the 5 minutes starting to make a nice little bullish push. Let's check where we're at in terms of the hourly. All right. So you can see that RSI is forming like it's like a flat structure, okay? Oh, sorry guys, one sec. Right across at the maybe 60, 61.5 mark, you can see it's horizontal, okay? Identical, okay? But if we look at where this structure is, where I'm starting this, you can start to see that structure is starting to go on a bearish momentum, which is why you kind of had that rejection wick right here starting to sell off. All right, so that was on hourly, but you can see that it's below the 50 on the hourly now. We'll see if we're going to get rejected, and the only reason why this is because huge selling pressure came in, like I said, around 3. Okay, so now working on the 5-minute, hovering around the 50 on the RSI. Okay, we'll go ahead and chart roughly US 30 from the top down quickly, and then we'll wait and see how this is going to tend to play out when news drops. Okay, guys, crypto spreads they can be very high for a lot of people depending on your brokers. Okay, so gold now, we're going to go back to US 30 on the daily. Okay, so US 30 came to a pretty good supply area. Okay, you can see there's a lot of wicks right across the top, right across the board, even in previous structure too. Okay, so we know that key area in US 30 right here. Okay, tried to sell off, big wicks, tried once, twice, 3 times, 4 selling off, and now we're approaching that same area yet again. Okay, so we're getting rejected at 35,000 roughly 46 mark, which it's the previous top wick. I'm going to change these guys, same thing. Okay, daily 4-hour hourly support is going to be a white and gray area. Okay, sorry, white and gray horizontal ray. And guys, what we're doing here, if you're new to the channel, okay, some people, I saw a lot of subscribers right at the beginning, we're going from a top down, all right, from the daily all the way down to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so if you're not familiar what that is, just take a watch for a little bit. If it makes sense to you what we're doing, then maybe like and subscribe to the channel. And guys, check out the free Telegram group too at the top of the chat. Obviously, we drop in some good links in there and different things like that. So if you guys are interested in see what we're doing following along our journey, feel free to join the Telegram. Okay, I'm just going to drop this link. Give me 1 second here. Sorry guys, I just got to drop the link to the other group. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, all right. So guys, you don't need to go back in crazy structure, only if you don't have anything in previous to the left. Okay, so what I'm doing is, like I said, usually the last 5-6 candles is what I'm gathering good key support and resistance after. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Like a lot of people that go back crazy in time, right? You can for sure, but just keep in mind that there's a lot of good support and resistance when you're scalping kind of live candlesticks, pretty much on when you go back from the, like I said, 4 to 5, maybe 6 candlesticks, okay, on the daily. That's just a tip for you guys. Some people might do it their own way, but that's just the way that I've been figuring out it's working. And guys, if you've been trading with me before, I did say that there was a double bottom formula in US 30. Go back and watch the videos. I've been saying this for quite some time, and that's why we've had that nice continuous bullish trend here. Guys, each one of these candlesticks is 4 hours. All right. So remember, comes to the 200 key rejection at 34,886. Find a nice little bounce, tried to push up, and now we're getting rejected here. Okay, so it's still making higher highs, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We'll see higher high, we'll see if we're gonna make a higher low, and then we're gonna make a decision if this is gonna break and turn into a downtrend, or if this is actually gonna be continuing in the higher high, higher low motion. Okay, CC, what's going on, buddy? Hope everything's good over there, my man. You got all the good info, man. Okay. So remember, Our daily, 4 hour, hourly is going to be white. Okay, support and resistance. And then as we get lower, we'll add the yellow, which is going to be lower time frame. Okay, so look for US 30 to come down in this area, 34,775, maybe in final support for this mark, or 34,400. 34,732 mark. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave this and then go down to the hourly. Okay, to show you guys how this overall structure is looking like. All right. Always make sure when you're going from the top down that you're just heading back and you're just cleaning up all of your previous support and resistance. You guys remember this is we've made a far length from coming down to the bottom here at 33,789. They saved it and pushed it back up. Okay. Okay, let's check out gold for a second, guys. Okay, gold is starting to shoot up. There we go. Okay, let's see if it's going to hit. There we go, guys, starting to break. Okay, roughly 1750.25 mark. Okay, started to break. Nice little 5-minute uptrend. Okay, got an alert that we started it here. Let's see if we're now going to come up and test. Okay, so guys, so if you did get on that, like I said, we're charting US 30 with that breakout move from there, it's roughly there. You're looking at 13 pips. Okay, so we'll see if we're going to get a nice little continuation. All right. If you missed it, just be patient with it because, like I said, 8:30 is coming up. We're going to have potentially a either trend reversal or we're going to have a trend continuation based on the news. Okay, that's going to be with the DXY. Okay, 2 minutes left. Okay, it's ironic how it started to hold support steadily on that 5-minute uptrend. All right, do you guys see that? Do you guys see how these key little hints that the market is showing us based on uptrend, support, and resistance are trying to show you that, you know what I mean, you can gather 15, maybe 20 pips depending on if you do your charting properly, and you can see how it breaks out. Not to say this is going to happen every single time, guys, okay, because I want to show you one thing. Impulse candlesticks, guys. Okay, keep this in mind. I always try to show this just so you can refer this to our website if you're not too familiar with what it is. But it shows you impulse candlesticks, exactly what these things are. Okay, this is the trap and gap that we're looking for a continuation. Okay, we're in an uptrend right now. All right, trying to get a little breakout. So we're in this mode right here. But we'll see if it's going to start to have a nice little push or we're going to get a negative push. Okay, but it's looking very bullish here, guys. Very, very bullish. Okay, 1750 overall target. 1752.95. All right. So if you want the green on, this is what this would look like. If you're looking for a stop loss, okay, you can have a nice little stop loss here. Okay, this would be a TP. Okay, depending on if you got in at 1750.26, you can start to move your stop loss tighter. Okay, and you might even do a trailing stop. Okay. So that's if you're using the green. All right, we didn't have it on there before, just showing you kind of what this trade would look like. Okay, okay, so if you're comfortable with the green, like I said, that's what it looks like. We didn't have it on there, we just had this here. Okay, so now you can see we're getting rejected. If you don't like it, that's what it looks like right there. Okay, we have the overall target for this trade, 1752.95. Okay, just keep in mind though that there is previous resistance here. Okay, 5 minute, so that's why we're getting rejected and potentially selling back off. Okay, selling back off to 1750.26. So remember, that's a 13 pip area. Okay, so it did run. Okay, roughly 20 pips. All right, so now it broke. Here's your retest. Okay, it's going to do one of two things here. All right, it's going to hold this support. If it doesn't, it's going to probably drop back in on a little bit of an uptrend here on the 5 minute. See what I'm saying? Ascending angle, maybe bounce a little bit for making its next move. But again, this is your retest, guys. So this is the candlestick that's breaking, having a retest, holding good support. We'll see if it's going to walk to the way up. Okay. Adam Noman, welcome. CC, welcome. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing. All right. So remember, there's 4 minutes left. We do have this news right here. Okay. Orange folder. So that's why I'm just waiting, me personally. All right. But if you did get on that, those entries from there to there, like I said, it ran roughly 20 pips. Okay. I didn't have anything set up just because, like I said, I'm waiting for this news to drop before anything. And if we're looking at the US 30, it's starting to really fall, guys. Remember, we was in that bearish momentum, broke key support at 34,847 mark, and now you're selling off. Okay, very important. It retested here, then it continued in a bearish momentum. We're not going to be able to chart it as soon as it gets the news releases, but like I said, we'll chart it directly right after, and we'll see if we can get the continuation. Okay. It looks like it's holding good support here. Okay, guys, if you're in this, have maybe like a 10, maybe 20 pip stop loss depending on your account size. Because, guys, remember, I was putting on the red areas right here, but that's just for certain people's accounts. Okay, everyone's account's different. So remember, when you're trading, guys, especially around news, like in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, there's news. All right, so I showed at the beginning of the call. You got to make sure that you're using smaller lot sizes if you're entering in before these types of potentially big movements. Okay. Okay, here's your retest, guys. Guys, we don't take any cryptocurrency for payments in terms of our plan. We don't do that. We don't want to get involved in that. I know a lot of other people do, but we're strictly the other basis. Okay. Our PayPal options, guys, will be acceptable this week. So I'll update you guys and show you what those updates are based on. Okay. I look like Dan. I've been called that before. It's the beard man. Let's see, guys. It's holding good retest here. There's your retest. Remember the news, though, guys. Remember that news is coming up. Okay, there's your retest candle right there. That bottom wick. Okay. A minute and 26 seconds left here. It's starting to try to push up. It's going to try to fill this wick if it breaks. But remember, guys, all right, it's looking pretty solid. We have key resistance 1752.95, roughly 1753 area. All right, and look what happened when we got to that area. All right, so expect something that goes bullish. If it goes bullish here, guys, expect something kind of to happen roughly at 1753. It happened right here. It was rejected. Okay, but then it sold off into that bullish trend. All right. So, guys, right here, if you're using the green, okay, this is just for some people who are very visual, guys. Very visual. All right. We have 1 minute, 30 seconds left. This is what it would look like if it's on the green. This is it's like a little breakout here, okay? And if you're in this, you can trail your stop if you'd like. It's only, like I said, almost 10 pips depending on your commission and spreads, which you need to keep in mind for. But this just shows you where your potential stop loss could be, okay? If you wanted to put it maybe 10, 15 pips, all right, then you would at 1750.26. Okay, you can roughly maybe put at the bottom of this candle right there. And I'm using this wick, this bearish wick. If you even want to raise it higher, depending on your lots, like I said, you can have a wider stop loss. Okay, so here's that new candle, guys, opening up bearish. You can see, mentioned that around this area. All right, key area for rejection. So let's just wait and see. Just wait. Let's check with the DXY here. You can see it's starting to bounce to the upside here. That's why gold is getting a little bit of a sell-off. So we'll see if it's going to start testing this area again. If not, it's going to potentially get rejected here and start to sell off. So let's just be patient, guys. If you've never traded before here, okay, always on your first news kind of candlesticks, bullish or bearish, okay, let the first candle close. I always do this. If you guys have been trading or if you're watching the videos, always let the first news folder close, okay? And you can see before news, this is why I don't enter in trades, okay? Because look, automatically what's happening is you get a nice little sell-off here, but it's starting to hold that 5-minute uptrend. So let's just wait and see here. There's still 3 minutes and 57 seconds left. All right, we'll see if it's going to hold this trend or if it's going to actually start to break it and flip. But it's still holding, looking pretty nice. All right, could be just a little bit of a head fake candle. And this is also a candlestick that it's good for you guys to see live, that will kind of come down if you're in a buy, okay, and then start taking out your stop loss. All right. Guys, the stream is delayed 5 to 7 seconds, but we need to do this because it's latency speed. And if we go any lower, the quality of the stream is going to be worse, okay? We're going to look at doing Zoom for our members here, so our members will be able to ask us questions, and we'll live stream the Zoom through YouTube, okay? So, but it's a little bit of a display, a little bit of a delay. Not much, 5 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds, which is not much in the long run, okay? So here's that dirty little FU candles, guys. You know what I mean? That's why you let news play out. You wait and see how it's going to continue. All right. Two minutes and 44 seconds. Yeah, guys, we're trying to only stick to really 1 or 2 charts for now. You can see US 30. We started to chart it, but then I wanted to focus strictly on gold. Okay. Flipping back and forth can be difficult. We're gonna get a split screen soon, so you can kind of see. All right, but for right now, like I said, we're just gonna focus on one. So we're gonna watch gold maybe for the next little bit, then we're gonna go back and chart US 30 again. Okay. Okay, so this is still that 8:30 candle. Let's wait and see how this news actually dropped. Okay. So you can see 8:30. Okay, the core durability goods orders was negative. Okay, and then you had another US folder that was positive. Okay, so that could create kind of some indecision in the market in terms of like maybe the DXY. Okay, you can start to see that as soon as 8:30 dropped. Okay, this is the 8:30 candle right here that we're currently on. It tried to push bullish, testing that key supply zone. Okay, it's a lower time frame, but you can see now it's maybe getting rejected, but it found really good support at 93.4 mark. All right, so we're getting some resistance here, starting to push down. We'll see if it's going to continue and start to come to this zone down here. Okay, which would be a double neckline. All right, so one of two things can happen from this area. It can come here and can start walking its way up. Okay, that's if it holds good support. If not, sorry guys, it's going to come to here. All right, you're going to get a bottom wick. 1 second. You can see we're getting a bottom wick right there. Okay, and all this previous good support. All right, if it starts to break through here, it's going to start to come back down and test in this neckline. All right, little indecision right now. 8:30, let this candle close. It's 5 minutes, and then we'll make our decision based on that. But it is starting to get rejected, so let's just wait and see. Gold is still looking pretty bearish for now. All right. Okay, so there's 1 minute left. Sorry, 1 second left. Here's the new candlestick. Okay. The minimum to start trading, guys, Honestly, I would recommend trading demo for your first at least 6 months. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, good question on minimum years to scalp, guys. Give it. Just practice scalping on a demo account if you've never scalped before. Okay, because it's it. Remember, we're going for maybe 10 to 20 pips. So we get the runners. That's fine. Okay. So some people they can't really understand that. They want to trade long term, and that's totally fine. Everyone's a different style of trader. Okay, we've had people join and then realize that maybe scalping isn't for them. All right, because it does take some kind of time to learn it, especially your strategy, right? So as you can see, you got to watch out for everything, guys. The buy was nice. Okay, as soon as news dropped, if you didn't know about news, guys, you're getting hammered down. That's why I told you it's always good to the experience in this markets comes from learning brokers, learning news, learning how specific times of the areas, learning specific times in specific areas will have a good impact on your trading success, right? So it's not just about how much you make, it's about learning the overall experience of what's going on in the market, okay? So, yes, Sam, we do accept yearly membership. Yes, we do. Okay, we're just starting to offer that. Um, yeah, just like I said, we just typed it in there. You can email us and we'll get you set up with that, okay? We're just starting to offer that. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do a chart US 30 now. A37. Let's let this news kind of settle for a bit. All right. Exactly, Adam. Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. I appreciate you saying that. Okay. So look what's going on with US 30 here on the hourly. Okay, we can definitely suspect it's getting good support at 34,778, which is its previous bullish engulfing candlestick, and then it held with support here on the retest, and it continued. Okay, so hourly support forming. Okay, I wanted to let this kind of candle close to see how it, like I said, around 8:30 to see how far it would push. Okay, if it's going to continue, guys, like I said, the key area you're looking for US 30 is 34,732 mark. Okay, so as we drop down now, we're going to change the horizontal ray colors. Okay, so keep this in mind. I'm doing this live for you. It's going to be yellow. Okay, under 30 minutes, support and resistance is now going to be yellow horizontal ray. Okay, and guys, you can see there's kind of like a head and shoulder here. There's a shoulder here, head, shoulder. Okay, that's why you're getting the reversal here. Okay, broke roughly this area right here. You can see this big bearish candlestick, and that's what led into this big downtrend right here. Okay, that's a head and shoulder pattern right there. That was the key neckline. Okay, and you can see the bearish momentum started to take it down and started to walk below. Okay. Okay, so 30-minute support, we have 34,695 mark. All right, and if we walk up in this area, you can start to see that we're approaching that initial head and shoulder pattern. All right, so we can see what's going to happen now in the 15-minute. Look at that, guys. Find a nice little bounce here. Okay, now you're getting a lot of bullish power coming into the market right now. A lot of bullish power here. Okay, so this is the US 30 on the 15-minute. Okay, keep this in mind. Key area for US 30. Oh, grab this here for a sec, sorry. One of my key areas has been a lot of bounce, rejection, top wicks, bottom wicks. Okay, you can see they shot it up nice bullish momentum, like a lot of bullish power right there. Retested here, it held good support, started to walk, came down here. Okay, tried to break it, but it held good support again. Pushed back up, selling off. Same thing, made a nice little bounce here, and finally with a break and a retest on this candle right here at 545. Now you have that selling pressure here, okay? All right, so let's just wait and see here. This is on the 15-minute, all right? So if we're starting to come up bullish here, one of two things can happen. Okay, it can start to make its way up here. Okay, give me 1 second. And then start to sell off, okay? That's one way. If not, it's going to come up in the same kind of path, right? And then you're going to get a continuation, okay? So there's two different options here, okay? That's 15-minute US 30. Same thing if it goes. It's a little messy here on the 15-minute. But you get the gist, okay? If it starts to break above this previous resistance, okay? Coming up here can look to get a sell-off, maybe a nice little bounce, create a separate head, inverse head and shoulder potentially forming, or it's going to get a continuation bearish to the downside, and maybe back down and test the low. Okay, let's go and check gold for a second. Okay, guys, gold bounced and went bullish there. Look at that. Okay, guys, if you want to look at my webcam right now, okay, I got in at 1749.92. Okay, right there, 0.5. Okay. So guys, that trade from initially, remember I told you the 5-minute uptrend is looking key. Held 1748 and then it made a nice little push. So if you want the green on there, just to show you how it looks like, okay, this is what it looks like right here. That would have been to the TP, all right, and then you would have had a nice little stop loss right there. So that's, like I said, almost a 20 pip trade from 1750 to 1752, guys. It's almost 25 pips depending. Okay, you see what I'm saying here? Okay, so when you look for these little nice moves, 20 pips here and there, it adds up, okay? So now, guys, if you're in this, like I said, you can move your entry up and move your stop loss to trailing, or, like I said, you can start to secure partials, okay? Because if it starts to push above here, guys, you're going to get a nice little continuation, and the next key area is going to be 17, roughly 54 mark. All right, which is this rejection to the left right here. Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, that wick right there. So remember how I told you? Key area that it comes to. All right, as soon as it gets to 200, you can have nice selling pressure. It happened once before. All right, so we're going to see if this is going to hold true. There's a minute and 45 seconds left. All right, guys, I already secured this. I'm out of this trade. I got in from down here, okay, and I rolled it up. If we're going to have a continuation, like I said, make sure you move your stop loss to break even. Try to make it a risk-free trade, okay? Next target, like I said, is the next 5-minute time frame support, which is 1754. All right. Guys, like I said, I wouldn't suggest buying on gold and holding for 1 month. That would just be me just being real with you. So guys, you're getting a nice little push up and holding below the 200. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, just answering a few questions here in the group. Okay. So gold is still looking, guys. The next target we have on gold is 1754 mark. Key, very key. You can see it starting to push above the 200. Okay. Key area right here, okay, is going to be this higher time frame right here. All right. So price, what I can do, look for a little bit of a retest here, guys. Okay. Starting to walk. A little bit of rejection here. Right at 1753.61. Okay, but you can still, the buyers are still good. Okay, holding good support there. You can see the sellers are trying to push it down, but the buyers are still too real. Okay, let's go check out US 30 here. Okay, you can see US 30 made a nice little bounce. All right, remember I told you key area is just this previous resistance. Okay, 34,887. As soon as we get to this mark, we'll look at maybe doing the next big move. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, guys, so US 30, what you're looking at doing is coming right to this area right here, okay? 200. Let's see if it's going to get rejected and start to sell. Okay, if not, what you're looking at doing is getting the same kind of idea, breaking through, all right, having a retest, and then you're going to have a continuation, okay, right into previous structure, which was right here, all right? That was around 540, 545 mark, okay? But it's got to get through this key resistance, 34,888, all right? Okay, so it actually pushed to the upside, all right, but then you can see it got rejected at that 1754 mark, all right? Okay, guys, so it's starting to sell off here. That's why I said make sure to look for 10, 15 pips only, because this thing can actually still continue to sell off. Maybe not like a huge retracement, and what I mean by sell off is like it's kind of like a pullback, okay? So it makes a push, have a nice little pullback, maybe into this area right here. We'll see if we're going to get a continuation. All right, it did break above previous resistance, which is a good sign, but now you can see that the next previous resistance, the 54 mark, had more selling pressure as well, to around 355 on the 27th. Okay, but there's still a lot of buyers in this market right now. Okay. Okay, 848, guys. Okay. Okay, roughly a minute and 22 seconds. Like I said, the overall target is here. We'd like to get it all the way up here, okay? Roughly 1755 mark, all right? So if it holds here, guys, like I said, it can make a nice little bounce and have a continuation. We know that it made a nice little retest and held 1752.3 mark, okay? It's got to have a key push, a lot of momentum here. It is. Right here we have nice volume candles, but to get the continuation now, it's got to hold here at the 200, which is also 1752, 53 mark. And then we're going to walk our continuous way up, 54, 55, okay? No, I actually took the trade right there. I showed you guys on the webcam. If you didn't see it, I just sent it to the group. Doing it all on my phone right now. Okay, let's check out what's going on with the DXY here really quickly. Okay, look at this. Remember how I told you? Okay, nice little rejection here. Blasted right through key support. Okay, and now we're finding good support right here. Okay, made a nice little bounce. We're going to hold maybe around this area, roughly 93.35, 93.33 mark. Okay, right in the zone. We're going to see if it's going to give a continuation or it's actually going to get rejected here, okay? Okay, nice little push to the upside. Okay, there we go. Nice little push, guys. Rate hitting 1754. Okay, key resistance at 1754. You can see they're starting to push down, but it's still looking pretty bullish, guys. Looking pretty good. Guys, we do like pairs pretty much in our group, but for when we're trading, we do gold and we do the indices. Okay, so in about 9 minutes, I'm going to start charting Nasdaq as well. We already have US 30, but we're going to clean it up, and then we'll go from there. Okay. The other guy is going to stream next week. My partner. We go 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. No, it's okay, Jacob. Leave him in. If you watch the stream before, man, a lot of people are still new here, guys. Okay, that's you know what I mean. Some people have good questions like that. Okay, Ron and I, you saw last night, he did the weekly forecast. Ron, we switch every 2 weeks. So next 2 weeks, you'll have Ron in the morning. I'll be doing our Tokyo sessions with our guys. Okay, that's how we work it, right? So give us a little bit of break, kind of like shift work. You know how it is. Look at gold, guys. Look at gold. 1755 mark. There you go. There's your trade right there, guys. Guys, there's no real stupid questions unless they're being a really big troll. Like honestly, maybe some people are just very confused at what we do, and I understand that. You know what I mean? Maybe they want to get into it, but they just don't know how to do it. They see Ron, they see me. You know what I mean? And I understand everything like that, right? So everyone has good questions, right? Guys, but you can see that they're getting rejected now. Look at that top wick, guys. So it made a nice little push, but you can tell there's a lot of resistance there, a lot of potential sellers. Okay, so keep in mind that when you're doing this, all right, start to secure some of these partials because look at guys, look at this big push down here. Okay, if you're in from down here, that's a good sign. But now start to secure it, right? Start to, like I said, take it out, make yourself happy. Okay. It does work with crypto, guys, but like remember, your spreads on crypto are going to be crazy high. Okay, like some people, it's not. I wouldn't recommend it because you're going to potentially enter and it can reverse. So you got to do it on more higher time frame. Crypto is a little bit harder to scalp on, but you can do it. Okay. Okay, so you can see the huge resistance, guys. Huge resistance. The trade did run. All right, maybe 40 something pips depending on, maybe you only got 20, 30, doesn't matter, maybe you cashed out sooner, but that trade could potentially have ran almost 40 plus pips depending on where you got in. Okay, guys, if you're tuning in next week, like I said, if you only get me, it's just because you're tuning in on the 2 week off period. So but next 2 weeks, like I said, Big Ron will be up, so you get to see him live, and I'll be handling all the Tokyo sessions. Okay, like I said, good questions, guys, good questions. Okay, so we got the DXY, guys. Look at this right here. Okay, nice little sell off. All right, now we're finding good support here. There's still 42 seconds left. Let's see how this candle closes on the DXY here, okay? Okay, 32 seconds here. Guys, I don't really do ADA. And then CD, yes it is, buddy. Okay, so, but Mohammed, bro, we don't do ADA, any kind of like crypto like that live. Okay, we might do it eventually, but for right now, like I said, it's just, it's not something we do every morning, okay? Okay, so you can see now they're finding that key good support right here. We'll wait and see if it's going to hold true or not. New candles opening. All right. Yeah, guys, 5 minute segments. This is doing a top down into like potentially scalping. Okay, so just keep that in mind. CD, bro, join on the Telegram group. Okay, free Telegram group is located at the top. Okay, at the top of the channel. Okay, just click there. You can see we posted. And guys, we have a lot more than just me taking the trades too, guys. Like our group takes them and stuff like that. We have a big chat that's going on right now. A lot of people are posting profits. Like we have one guy right here. Look on the webcam. I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll send it to the Telegram group too. Like it's not just us, guys. For real, it's not just us that are trading this too. Okay, our whole group is. They're asking us questions as we're doing this live. Okay. I just sent one of the screenshots from the groups, guys, so you can check it out. Okay. Guys, we do have these live sessions pretty much every day. Okay, start at 8 and go to roughly 10, guys. Okay, so guys, if you're new, just like I said, like and subscribe. There's a lot of repeat questions here for the new guys that are already on there. So guys, if you're new, I do apologize. Okay, I'm just trying to answer all the other guys' questions. Okay, for them. Okay, here's US 30. I have my own personal account, okay, with Fusion. All right. I tried to switch to one of the brokers, but they actually didn't accept Ontario clients, and now I'm just waiting to get that put back in there. Okay. I was gonna make a full switch, but Fusion, guys, like I said, we'll go over everything, and I'll show you why we choose them. But also, I've used it a funded account for a little bit too. Okay. Okay, so look at what's happening now on US 30. Okay, remember I told you it's going to come to this area right around the 200. It didn't make it all the way up there. Okay, it made it roughly around 34,881 mark. Okay, so in this area right here, and now you're getting a rejection. Okay, we'll see if it's going to start to sell off. And guys, around 9:30. Okay, this is market open right here. Okay, guys, leading into this, I wouldn't suggest doing any kind of trades. Okay, just just hold tight, okay? This is going to be the most erratic times, some of the most erratic times in all of trading. So if you've never done market open with us, I'm going to show you how that we've been doing it for a while. And then, like I said, if you like it, you can say. If you don't, like I said, then you can check out maybe another channel how we do it on market open, okay? But this is US 30 in the 5 minute. Let's go check out gold here for one more second, okay? You can see they got rejected, making good retest at 1752.95 mark. Okay, so I think I'm going to take 4% profit for the day. Ramen, bro, if you're doing that, dude, that's huge ups. Okay, sorry guys, that's Nasdaq. I'm going to go leave it on go for 2 seconds. I just want to see some of these comments. Guys, I just have coffee for today. Okay, I just all coffee for today. Okay, just checking it out right now. Okay, just checking some comments here, guys. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I don't want to miss anyone. I know Some people have some good questions here. Okay, so just remember, guys, if you're still in this trade, it's reversing, okay, in terms of, and coming down to good, trying to find good support. All right, so we'll leave this for now. We're gonna go actually chart Nasdaq. All right, you can see I've already kind of had this charted from previous days. All right, so I'm just gonna erase this. This is just a plain chart. You're gonna see this live. Okay, guys, there's a couple good prop firms out there. Well, there's actually a lot of them are good depending on which ones that you believe in. Okay, Funding Talent's a really good prop firm that a lot of our members are in. We do have FTMO, which is a good prop firm that a lot of our guys are using. MFF is another good prop firm. Okay, guys, so there's a lot of ones that are starting to come out now. Just make sure you do your due diligence on them. Okay, make sure you try to message them, see how their structure's breaking down, and see if it fits your trading style. Okay, that's the best thing I can help you with. If it doesn't fit your stuff, guys, like your own trading style and how you want to trade, like I said, you might want to just look for another one. But there's some really good ones out there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, so guys, from the style, remember, white, okay, sort of gray area is going to be higher time frame. Okay, okay, 15,148 mark is the bottom of this candle. Okay, you can see it's starting to find good support right there. You can see that previous wick bounce, the sellers had to push control, and this buyers pushed it right back up. Okay, then sellers came in and filled that entire wick, and now we're potentially walking to the downside. Okay, remember, guys, Nasdaq, this is Nasdaq. Okay, on the daily we're doing a top down. And guys, if you're not familiar with this platform, it's TradingView. Okay, and we use this simply because of how visually appealing it is to a lot of different traders. You can see we've got a lot of different tools, so if you're interested, you can check those guys out. They're pretty good charting platform. Okay, some people probably know what they are already, but a lot of people still have good questions about this. Okay, so you can see now I'm making it down to the 4 hour. Okay, just cleaning up the chart right here. Previous structure, why it got rejected, you can see a nice little double bottom breakout similar to US 30. That was the neckline area right here. Okay, and then it had a nice little push to the upside, had a retest here, and then it started to walk to the upside, right? Getting key rejection. And if you look at previous structure here, guys, look at all this previous bottom wick, okay? Let me just highlight it for you so you can see. All right, you can start to see a lot of selling pressure right there. There's a lot of buyers holding support, but finally, with the double top, it started to sell off, okay, leading into that double bottom. All right. Okay, so I'm going to drop it down from here to the hourly now. Actually, I'm going to get one more 4 hour support just because for market open, okay? If it does push. Okay. From 4 hour, now we'll drop it down to the hourly. Okay, so always make sure you're tightening up as soon as you're doing top down. Remember, I went from the daily now all the way down. I'm down to the hourly now, okay? The line structure is basically support and resistance. If you zoom out, this is what this looks like, okay? Okay, so you can see they're finding a nice little bounce area right here on the Nasdaq on the hourly. This won't hold support going into market open, but you can see pushed it here, held very good support across this area right now at roughly 15,172 mark. Okay. Okay. Key wick right there was a rejection. Okay, so they sold it off. Okay, this candle was kind of forming still bullish pressure. Okay, they tried to repush it up, held it to 200. And guys, remember, I have the 200 moving exponential moving average on here. Why I have this on here? It acts as good support and resistance. Okay, live. Okay, it is a lagging indicator. Okay, keep this in mind. All right. So was now rejected, held good support under roughly 15,243, just to show you. 242 mark. There we go. Okay. And now we're continuing to walk our way down. All right. If it breaks here, guys, this is a neckline on the hourly. All right. You can see if you want to throw on maybe an RSI, a lot of people have questions about it. Are we overbought or oversold? Okay. See where we're at. Okay. You can see we have a nice little horizontal, okay, structure right here. That was going in the bullish momentum. So if you got caught in here, a little bit of FOMO, and that's when the sellers started to sell off. Okay. So there's a little bit of divergence on Nasdaq on the hourly. All right. Okay, so we're now approaching that same structure, 15,171 mark. We're going to see if we're going to break or we're going to have a read push. Okay. Okay, so now we're below an hour. Okay, the hourly, I'm going to use now a yellow horizontal ray just so you can see it live. Okay, so anything under pretty much daily 4-hour hourly is going to now be yellow. Okay. Okay, you can see now that we're pushing into market open. They're pushing into this previous consolidation area here. Okay. This is 30 minutes. Okay. Let's drop it down now to the 15. We'll look at gold in a second, guys. Just give me 2 seconds here. Let me chart Nasdaq. Okay, I just want to have it done for a top down. A lot of people do trade Nasdaq as well. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. So, guys, this is that previous area. You can see this was that on September 22nd. This was that previous. I think this was FOMC news. Okay, had a lot of kind of indecisive, kind of volatile movements here. Okay, for making to the next move. But you can see now we're pushing right into that, leading into market open. This is 15-minute. Let's drop it down to the 5. All right. So now you can start to see price tried to push it up here. Okay, got rejected at 15,238 mark, then sold off very slowly. Then he had a lot of bearish momentum. As soon as it broke key support, 15,211 mark area, give or take. Okay, that's when he started to get that sell-off pressure here. Okay, so one of two things I can see happening on Nasdaq. Okay, I can see potential neckline forming right here. So if it starts to sell off, it can hold support, and it can start to walk its way up. Okay, that's if it goes in. Oh, sorry, 1 sec, guys. So we can see a nice little. Sorry, sometimes trading is a pain. Maybe come down here and we can start to walk in this area. Okay, breaks. That'd be a neckline. All right. Remember though, at 9:30, right here, we have market open. All right. So we're gonna wait and see if it's gonna hold here or if it's actually gonna fold. So remember, this is the neckline mark. You can do a key area of resistance because it was rejected here. All right. So. Okay. So this is Nasdaq on the 5 minutes, 9:09, guys. Let's check out gold here. Then I got to run to the washroom for 2 seconds. I drink a lot of coffee, so. Okay, guys. So look at gold. All right. Remember I told you guys you want to start to look to secure some of your partials, okay? Or even take the whole trade, all right? 20, 30 pips, depending on how much you made. That was a roughly $4 move from there to there, okay? So that was nice, all right? Get in, get out. Now pretty much I'm waiting until 9:30, 9:35, 9:40 to get it, okay? So guys, I'm going to leave this for 2 seconds. I'm going to run to the washroom and I will be right back. Okay, guys, don't leave. Like I said, 9:30 is going to be a pretty erratic time, so hopefully you guys can stay. I will be right back. Remember, I'm human. I drink a lot of coffee, so that's how it is. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, so you can see gold made a nice little bounce retracement, sold off. Now they're holding good support at 1751.62 mark. Okay, retesting that the initial 200-day exponential moving average. Okay, so let's switch chart up. US 30. All right, I'm gonna do a quick little poll here. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 1 second here, guys. For members, answer the poll that I'm about to send. Okay, let's chart now US 30. Let's go back on the 15-minute here. We made some nice little moves beforehand. Okay, so you can see. Remember, guys, same thing. Higher time frame support is the white. Okay, it's kind of grayish, and the yellow is lower time frame. All right. So it's 1 minute and 22 seconds left. All right. So you can see now US 30 on the 15-minute. If you want to see what an RSI looks like, okay, it's really not going to have much indication moving into market open, but you can just see, just showing you guys. Okay. Below the 50. All right. Getting a little rejected. We're hovering right at 39.38 area. Okay. That's for the people who use RSI. Now we'll drop it down to the 5-minute. Okay. And we'll show you what this looks like. Okay. So starting to make a nice little rejection, holding its support. We'll see if it's going to continue. Okay. Lower time frame, 5-minute. Okay. Leading into market open. So remember, the higher time frame holds good weight. All right. You can see rejection. Okay. Lower time frame still does. Okay. But not as strong as higher time frame support or resistance. Okay. Guys, where since it's 9:14, okay, where's everyone from? Where is everyone from that's watching this stream right now? We all roughly got 560 people on here. Where's everyone tuning in from? Then I'm going to ask you pretty much what do you want to trade? Okay. Wakanda. Oh my goodness, guys, look at all this, guys. So you can see this stream is definitely worldwide. Wow, guys. Indonesia, Zimbabwe, India, Morocco, Calgary, Dominican, Turkey, Houston, France. Wow. Okay, you can see US 30 is still trying to push to the upside, guys. I'm going to just do this now so you guys can understand this, okay? If new, okay, do not trade 9:30 a.m. That's crazy, guy. North Korea, the moon, Ethiopia, Nigeria. That's crazy, guys. The hood, rich trend. I like it, man. Okay. Guys, this is crazy. There's so many people from around the world here. So many different people. Welcome, honestly, to this channel, okay? Vincent, greetings, buddy. Greetings from old New Jersey. Welcome. Welcome from Canada, okay? Yugoslavia. Wow, that's crazy, guys. Okay. Okay, now we're going to get back to some trading here, guys. Thank you so much for putting that in there. You guys, this is honestly amazing to see where this group has been. Guys, when we started, we had around maybe 200 people on YouTube, and now we're almost at 7,000. Okay. Okay, guys. So, guys, there's about 183 likes here. If you guys could get me up around 200, that would be huge, guys. Guys, I am from Canada. Okay. Guys, I saw some people say they were from there. Okay. Okay, so let's check it out Nasdaq now. Okay. Okay. So guys, if Nasdaq breaks to the bullish side, okay, going to do. You can see now it's consolidating in this area before making its next move. Most likely, it's going to come either retest up here or break down before market open. But like I said, I'm looking for something if we're trading Nasdaq above this area. All right, for continuation. All right, we'll see if it's going to start to break above and then test the 200. Okay. And if we start to get a sell-off, guys, like I said, we're going to start to break down below. And remember, we have hourly support, okay, which is a demand zone roughly down in this area right here, okay? Okay, this is Nasdaq on the 5 minutes. Keep this in mind right here, okay? And if it starts to sell, like I said, I'm looking for a short, maybe down in this area right here, anywhere in this area if it starts to break, okay? So what I mean by that is if it starts, we'll move this over for a second just so you guys can see. Okay, that's if it holds good and it holds the neckline breakout right here. 15,200 mark, guys, psychological number here. Okay, psychological number right at the neckline potential, okay? All right. Nasdaq and the Dow, they can be correlated at times, but they're not always, okay? Okay, so there's US 30, guys. US 30 is kind of forming the same thing. I'm looking for more of a trade above this area right here, a breakout. We got a lot of rejection here. Okay, you can see it's now consolidating before making its next move. In this instance, I'm going to use the body. You can see there's a lot of top wicks. We know that there's key resistance right up here, but I'm going to use the body simply on this one. All right. Usually I like to trade wicks and stuff like that, but I can use bodies too. Just keep that in mind. The wick is the last place price has been, okay, where the body is the actual close, okay? Guys, 245 likes. Thank you so much. Honestly, I appreciate that. We will continue to do this if we still get the love. You know what I mean? So, and guys, keep in mind one thing. It's 9:20. Give me like 2 minutes of your time here for everyone on. Okay, guys, we do have kind of like a program that we kind of developed and set up. The membership is kind of like going pretty crazy right now. Okay, www.stocksnipertrading.com. All right, you can see that we have obviously a nice little web page going on. You can check it out. I'll go over everything like this in a second, but just scroll down to the actual bottom. Okay, you can take a browse. One thing I do recommend doing is joining our newsletter, guys. We were a little bit slacking on the blogs last week, but this week we're going to have a lot more done, pretty much one sent out every day, every other day. Okay, so it's important to keep in mind that what we'll be sending you, and guys, if you have any questions, you can send us a message right here. You'll contact our support. All right. We kind of just mentioned and send you these blogs. Okay, so pretty much our blogs are trade recaps. You know, what is an exponential moving average here? Okay, break it down for you, show the difference between 200, 150. Okay, another example would be we have impulse candlesticks right here. Okay, so pretty much what we do is we break down what an impulse candle looks like in terms of a chop and gap, and then we show you the actual breakout, retest confirmations. We break it down A, B, C, Ds. So guys, this is the kind of thing that we're sending you. Okay, so it's just free content. Just check it out. All right. And then if you're looking to maybe join us, guys, okay, we have a kind of a monthly membership program here. We have almost 300 people right now and it's growing extremely fast, okay. What you get is all four nights we do Tokyo session live. Okay, we've gone upwards of 2 to 4 hours sometimes. All right, we do 3 weekly webinars a week. One of those is a live Q&A, so you can actually ask us questions. We have a course that we developed for you guys, 52-week, plus we record all our webinars and upload to the website. We have new content coming to add to the program as well. We do give trade ideas per day in our group chat as well as our overall group. So you guys can kind of check it out like that. If you have any questions, like I said, you can send us a message. but I'll go over that more in a bit. That was just kind of like a quick run through, guys. And obviously remember to pay it forward. It's important for you guys to understand that why we do the YouTube stuff is because we want to share what we do to the world. But again, if you want to do it, join the program and be a little bit more than just in the morning, you can do so by joining here. Okay, so let's get back to US 30, guys. You can kind of see that they're starting to break through potential support here, and they're trying to break through potential support here, as you can see, and then it's actually holding good support. So it's a minute and 50 seconds left here. The next candle is going to be 9:25, guys. So what do you want to trade? Okay. Okay, what do you guys want to trade? You guys want to trade US 30 or Nasdaq 100? Okay. Guys, I'm going to leave gold alone through market open. Okay, so if you're trading gold, just keep in mind that it is still very bullish. Okay, it's still holding good support. Here's your little pullback. Now it's holding good support above the 200. Okay, we're going to see if it's going to walk up and test that 1755 mark again. So if you got in from down here, guys, you're still looking in good, you're still looking good. Okay, but if you got starting to get in this area, you might have got a little bit of FOMO. Okay, so guys, remember, don't hold this trade through market open. Depending on how the news drops, it can have an impact on it. So just keep this in mind for gold. Okay, so let me check out what's going on with this live chat here. Okay, guys, what we're looking at doing too is we're looking at going maybe on Zoom so our members can ask us questions and stuff like that. We'll be able to answer that live for you guys. Okay, so this is gold. Okay, remember, let's take a look at Nasdaq right now. Okay, Nasdaq is potentially starting to form there. All right, remember 15,200 is potential, the nice little double bottom breakout we have here happening. Okay, if it breaks down, guys, like I said, it's going to continue. This is the key area for the break on Nasdaq. Okay, all right, if it breaks below here, looking for a sell coming into this area here. Okay, roughly right here. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, it's selling at the low, it's breaking the low. Okay, but you can see market open really has no care for human regard or anything like that. It does its own thing. Okay, but this is an area that, like I said, if it's starting to break down, we're gonna I believe it's US 30 that won. Okay, but we'll just count them up and check like that. I do have the penciled all down. Okay, okay, guys, so US 30 did win. Okay, so we are going to chart US 30 and trade US 30 through the open here. Okay, so remember, it started to make a nice little push to the upside, guys. One of two things are going to happen here. You can see it kind of barcoded before. The next candle is going to be 930. Remember, guys, if new, don't trade that 930 candle open. Okay, it's going to be very erratic. Okay, if you understand how to do it, you know what I mean, you can do that at your will. But if not, like I said, practice proper risk management. Don't over leverage and use small lots. Okay, this is one of the most volatile times. The next candle that opens up is one of the most volatile candles that you can get. Okay, so we're looking for maybe a potential break up here. Okay, so here's 930. Okay, I'm looking maybe 940 mark, looking at doing something, unless I see something that's really gonna have a nice push. But you can see, guys, it's still very bullish here. Okay, it's going to start to come up in this area right here. It's going to see a neckline right here. All right, similar to Nasdaq. Okay, 34,865. We'll see if it's going to get a nice little push. Okay, if it starts to break down, guys, it can start to sell off below here. All right, so you can see I have it at 935, 940. I'm going to leave this candle, the next one that's open, which is market open at 240. Okay, let's check out gold for 2 seconds before we lead. Okay, having a little bit of rejection here, still holding good true support at 1752.95 mark. Okay, See if it's going to get all the way up in this area right there. We know US 30, guys. If you're still new, we know US 30 can push. Okay, so keep this in mind. There's still 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. If it starts to short, guys, like I said, it's going to come up, get rejected. Okay, then it's going to start to break down here and start to break this previous support and start to fall. Okay, and then start to test this previous support if it starts to sell off. Okay, so it's two different options here. This is bullish and this is the sell here. If it makes you feel comfortable, I'll even change this so it's red so you can understand. So I'm just waiting. All right, patiently wait, guys. A minute left. They're starting to push us up huge. All right. And they always tend to do this right before market open. All right. They tend to try to push it one way, then they might head fake you unless they're going to get a continuation out of it. But this looks pretty good so far in terms of double bottom. But let's just wait and see. Okay. There's a minute left now. Remember, this is market open right here. The next candle it's opening up. Okay, so very volatile, guys, for real. Like I said, if you've never traded this before, just understand that it is a very volatile candle. This thing can run 100 plus pips in a matter of a second. Okay, it's not news, guys. It's just 9:30 market open. Okay, so this is key area right here for the break, guys. All right, starts to break to the downside. Okay, we're just gonna wait now. 23 seconds left. When it erase this candle, you guys understand where market open is. Okay, if you guys are trading it, you know what I mean. It's understand that it's very risky. Keep this in mind. Okay. Only US 30 for now. Yes. Okay. Here's that 9:30 erratic candle, guys. Just be patient with this one. So this is previous, guys. It's approaching 34,865 mark. You can see. Okay. Guys, sorry if it's being loud on the mic. Sorry, sometimes I gotta move it. Sometimes I breathe into it. Sometimes I don't. My bad. Okay, just patiently waiting here. Okay. Look at that big push on. This is why I tell you to wait, guys. This is why I tell you to wait here. Okay. Look at Nasdaq. It's still far. It's still starting to form. Okay. Let's just wait here. Okay, 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. We can start to see. No, you're not disrespecting, dude. I want you to tell me that. You think other people want to hear me breathing in this mic? No. So thank you for telling me that, man. For real. No disrespect at all. Now, if you're calling me ugly, then you know what I mean. It's a little different. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, guys. So you can start to see that they're starting to try to walk away up in the bullish momentum here. Okay, still 3 minutes left. This is still, guys, the 9:30 candle. Okay, so they can next what they can do is they can start to push it down. Okay, come up to this area right here and start to push. But you can see it's starting to form like a nice little double bottom here, nice little breakout. Okay. Okay. US 30 is looking good. There's still 2 minutes 42 seconds left. Let's look at Nasdaq. It's trying to push up. Okay, Nasdaq 10 fill wicks. Let's just wait and see. Still the 9:30 candle, guys. So next, what we're looking for is this opens up. It's getting below the two. It's getting at the 200. Okay, it's still pushing really up, guys. This is very bullish here. Okay, very bullish. So this is what that trade would look like. All right, just waiting for 9:30. Okay, let's check out gold here for 2 seconds. Look at US 30 though. There's gold, guys, potentially forming a double top. Okay, looked at securing your partials. I was telling you around this area right here if you're in gold, guys. Okay, if you're in a sell, it's looking good. But for now, like I said, leave gold alone. We'll re-pick up that after, okay? Okay, so I hope this makes sense, guys. Like I know it's market open. Some people would have traded this, okay? So look, have rejection here, okay, double bottom, then you have a breakout, okay? So this is a neckline break, okay? Double bottom right here. If it got rejected here, guys, it would have formed an M pattern, okay? Did you see how I have it right there, the key break, 34,819? That would have looked like this, okay? Rejection here, coming to a neckline here, and then you would have had a sell-off here, okay? But it's not. It's starting to try to push to the upside here, okay? Popo 5. That's a good question, man. You just, I think why people struggle the most is they don't know when news is. They really over leverage and they don't know the key times of when the specific pair, commodity or indice, they don't know when it moves. You know what I mean? Buying and selling is very easy. Getting into an entry is decently easy depending if you're new or if you have a strategy. Okay, but again, remember, a lot of it is just the fundamentals. Why I think a lot of people do fail. A lot of people do fail. Like, guys, I've taken losses many times for real. I'm not just sitting here showing you that I'm all wins. It's not. It doesn't happen like that at all. Okay, so thank you, man. I appreciate that. Us Canadians, we try. Okay, so look at, guys, Nasdaq started to potentially break and go bullish. Sorry, bearish here. So 15,147. Okay, it's continuing that overall downtrend. All right, was rejected at the neckline 15,200. You can see it tried to push up, was rejected. Okay, so it's starting to fall now into 15,147. Okay, let's check out what's gold doing for 2 seconds. Okay, so gold is forming a double top. Okay, a nice little sell off here. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen in this area right here. So guys, remember, we were trading this beforehand. Okay, now it's looking like it's coming to maybe potentially selling area. Okay, so if it starts to break, guys, this is a key area right there. This still holds weight over here. All right, keep this in mind. Let's go look at US 30 here. Okay, US 30 started to break out, guys. It's looking good. Okay. All right, now forming that key area was rejection. Okay, so now we might get some sideways trading here. Okay, made a nice little push. Okay, guys, so if you miss this, okay, and I told you to wait, you could have grabbed right here and then you start to walk it up. Okay, it's not really buying at the high because you're quick scalping, but if you didn't get in on anything yet, it's okay. Just wait. We're coming to a key area. We're going to wait and see what's going to happen here. It's either going to continue to push or it's going to pull. Okay, this is what this looks like right here. Okay, True Bless, my man, I wouldn't over leverage your trades at all. Okay, because this game is all about probabilities. Okay, if you have, say, maybe a $100 account, if you're over leveraging, you maybe only have 10 times to trade. So if you're starting to lose 5 out of 10, you're now losing 50% of your account, right? So you just got to keep in mind that to maybe dumb it down a little bit or practice on a demo account. That's what we really recommend. A lot of people do, simply to get the gist of it. You know what I mean? A lot of people can really kill demo, but it's just getting the overall strategy. And here's a tip, guys, for real, for demos. Okay, if you guys are getting this, find the demo broker. Look at Nasdaq, guys. So started to sell off here. Broke 15,147.74. Started to sell off here. Okay. If it starts to really sell, you can see that we're now getting into. I have to go to higher time frame. Okay, so we're now coming into these areas with big bottom wicks. So it's starting to really fall. Getting a nice little continuation. Okay. This is 15 minutes, so we'll go back down to the 5. We'll see if it's going to start to fall continuously. Okay. Dinesh, bro, if you're new, just watch, okay? For real, just watch. Okay, there's US 30, guys. Okay, so look at now the indecision right here. So, guys, if you are in this trade, like I said, maybe secure some partials out of it. You can tell, nice little rejection coming up in this previous selling pressure that we have, okay? You can tell that the neckline break was nice, okay? This is the continuation. We know now that there's key resistance right at the high, okay? But we got to make it there first, all right? So this is 34,978. We're getting held at 34,948. So maybe 30 more pips, and then we get to the high, okay? But again, look, now they're starting to retest the 200. Sellers tried to show it, short it, held good support. Now we're walking potentially our way up here. So let's just wait and see what's going to happen on US 30, okay? Okay, let's check out our gold. Okay, see how gold is starting to sell off now? Okay, made that nice little double top. Now selling off here, okay? Okay, there's Nasdaq continuously falling, okay? 15,085 mark, okay? Guys, leverage is that's the broker's specialties to destroy your account. Okay, keep that in mind. I know it's like a lot of people like doing it. I have a 500 to 1. I also have a 100 to 1. Okay, it, you gotta keep this in mind. Okay, I'm not saying this is with our broker, any kind of brokers that we recommend, but a lot of these guys, like, they don't really care what happens, right? So to you or to anything that you're doing. So I wouldn't be over leveraging. I'd be using small lots until you've got some years experience under your belt, and then I would basically, you know what I mean. Then once you try to maybe flip an account from 100 to 1,000 or 500 to whatever it is, a small account to big, then I would maybe look at doing something like that. Okay, but they give you leverage because they know that 90% of traders fail. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, Nasdaq is still potentially selling off here. Okay, let's check out US 30 here. Okay, so wow, guys, US 30 made a nice little, actually, oh, fuck, it almost hit it. We were focused on Nasdaq. Look at this. It pushed all the way up, guys, right almost to the high. You see that trade? That's the top wick. Then the sellers came in, they hammered it back down. They're pushing it right back in this supply area. Okay, keep this in mind. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, let's check out gold here. Okay, gold is actually bouncing and holding good support here. Okay, so we'll wait and see what's going to happen on gold. Okay. Okay, Nasdaq. Epic Baba, bro, congratulations, my man. Huge, you just scalped the shit out of that market. Okay, Nasdaq is still selling off, guys. Guys, we don't trade much crypto online. We did it with our group, okay? But the problem with crypto is brokers, okay? The spreads are very high. Look at this, guys. We just hit TP, okay? Nice little sell off here, all right? Maybe 60 pips on Nasdaq, depending on where you got in, all right? Look at this. Okay, Nasdaq is still continuing to sell. Okay. Rampton, exactly, buddy. Try in a demo count first, okay? So look at US 30, guys. Still holding good support here. They're trying to bounce out of that supply area. Now they're trying to walk, okay? Neckline breakout, all right? Guys, FTMO is a great prop firm. Okay, they've look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Huge push, guys. Huge. Okay, massive double bottom breakout on US 30 at market open. Okay. No senseless appearance. I'm not really hedging it. I told people to wait on the 9:30. You can see right here. So if you're new, don't trade it. Okay, you would have caught this little extra buy right here. Okay, the continuation. All right. So I wasn't really hedging anything, just getting the overall directional that was showing you it. All right. But look at US 30, guys. It's walking its way up here. Okay. Next area. Just to show you guys, this is where we're at right now. All right. Okay. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at that breakout. Double bottom. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Okay, so we just hit another TP, guys. And all, guys, if you're questioning how this is happening and you're wondering where I'm getting these lights from, okay, I don't have anything above here, but what I do is to the side on the left, okay? So if you don't find anything here, okay, you can now then look to the left, find where it's been rejected, key areas, and if it walks through right here, guys, the next one's going to be 35,018 mark, all right? But look at that breakout, guys. Double bottom, neckline break, okay? Let's check out Nasdaq here. Look at Nasdaq started to fall, guys. Okay, now it's getting some good support. It's finding key support. All right. So if you're still in this trade, guys, like I said, it might start to fill here, or it's going to hold good support right above this previous wick, and then it's going to walk its way up here. Okay, and then started to look in this area, 15,200 mark. Okay. Okay, look at gold, guys. See, look at gold. The key area is 1750.26. Bounced, held. Now it's trying to walk its way up again. Okay. Adam Fernandez, bro, congratulations. I think you cracked your milestone. Attaboy. I'd like to give a shout out to Adam Fernandez. Okay, this guy's been a member with us for quite some time now. Okay, he just flipped a $100 account to 1,000. He just hit his mark right now. Okay, he got the US 30 buy right now, and this thing is starting to run. Okay, we have a podcast, or that we did a live Q&A with him, and he told his whole story, how we started with $100 and then he flipped it to 1,000. Okay. But look at US 30, guys, starting to break. We're just watching now. Okay, there's not much we can do. We'll look at maybe getting the reversal, but this trade is running, guys. If you did catch this from market open, okay, a lot of people might be skeptical, or they might not be able to trade it. But look, guys, look, just showing you the neckline break. That's roughly almost 100 plus pips. Okay. All right, so just keep that in mind. So, guys, if you're new here, like I said, just maybe watch the channel for a little bit. You know what I mean? So just, you know what I mean? It has a lot of weight. What we're doing is we're really trying to give back to people who are really struggling trading and just showing you free technical and fundamental analysis. Okay, guys, don't ever trade robots, EAs, and stuff like that. It's not what you want to be trading. Okay, you want to practice key price action. All right, with proper support and resistance and notice patterns. Okay, look at this, guys. Jeffrey, my man. And guys, like I said, there's a lot of people on here who are probably very good traders. You know what I mean? So when I'm showing these, I'm keeping in mind the people who have never like traded before, are just looking to trade, and I'm trying to trade for the people who are actually like been trading with experience. You know what I mean? So look at that, guys. Just hit higher time frame support, or sorry, resistance. Look at this. Nor, buddy. Hope you're good. Look at this, guys. Insanity. And guys, like, if you're new here, just give us some time, okay? For real. We don't say buy and sell here. We just show you basically what trades to look at. I showed you live that I take these trades, okay? So if you have any questions, guys, like I said, just watch us for a little bit, okay? Give us a little bit of a chance here. I think you'll like it. Jaspro, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Don't ask about robots again, dude. We don't trade robots here, okay? Okay. Okay, let's check out Nasdaq here real sec. Sorry guys, I'm just chit chatting to you. Okay, so Nasdaq found good support here. Okay, now we're starting to walk back up. So if you're in Nasdaq, guys, look to secure these partials. I do apologize. Like I said, it is hard to manage more than one chart at one time. Okay, but it did run almost 50 plus pips depending on where you got in. We did have some guys who got in it, but then like I said, it's reversing now. Okay, so I would look to get out of this for now unless it comes up to this area, the entry, and then starts to get rejected here. Okay, so what I mean by that is it could come up and come back down and retest. Okay, give me a second here. If not, it's going to start to break above here, guys, and then going to collect in this area right here. Let me show you. This is what this would look like. Okay, it'd be a continuation, bullish, connecting to this area right here. Then I'm looking for the entry up here. Okay, let's check out gold here too. Look at gold, guys. Initial overall buying, held it. Okay, didn't really go below. Trade is now going bullish again. Okay. Look at this, guys. 1755, hit it yet again. Okay. Starting to walk, guys. Starting to walk. We're looking very, very good. Okay. It didn't even come below your stop loss, guys. 10, 20 pips, depending. Okay. I had it down there initially. Okay. Just would have been the bottom of this wick. Actually, I think it was down below here. Okay. Sorry about this. It was down in this area right there. So if you look, it came back down to the stop loss. The stop loss is roughly 13 to 15 pips. Okay. So look, we get a nice little dip and we have a nice little continued push. All right. Look at this thing starting to run, guys. Okay, now US 30, guys, starting to go potentially a little bit of a pullback here, but holding good support in this area. All right. If you want to put the green on it, that's what this looks like, guys. That's that big breakout right there, for real. That's what that is. Right there. All right. Didn't know it was going to get up there, but you can tell that this is in higher time frame. 35,048 mark. Okay. Guys, we're going to stay for another basically 10 minutes. All right. Okay, look at this continuation here, guys. Okay, we'll go back to gold here, guys. Look at gold, guys. Look at this. Nice little pullback here. Continuation, guys. This is overall. Go back and watch. Okay, go back and watch this trade from the beginning of when we started the call. We had this here. Okay, if you're in it now, like I said, if you held initially, I know there's guys in our group that held. I can watch them right now, guys. That trade, 70 pips. If you held, I got in the rebuy here. Okay. All right. That's why you wait for market open, guys. 9:30 right here. See how they sold it off? Maybe nice little making this little bounce here. Then you have a continuation. Okay. Okay, let's go check out Nasdaq here. Okay. Okay, so Nasdaq is this is why Nasdaq I didn't really I'm just waiting for Nasdaq here. Okay, we might get a continuation at like 10. All right, but also guys, keep in mind I didn't really talk about this. We do have more news today. Okay, I just want to tell you this so you can see. At 12 p.m. we do have FOMC member William speaks. Okay, and then we have Brainyard speaks. Okay, at 12:50. Okay, so it's going to be back-to-back orange folders. All right, just be careful trading. You know what I mean? It's going to have some kind of impact on the DXY, which we should take a look at right now. So look, guys, this is the DXY that we had before. This is where we got that sell-off here, held support, started to walk up, and then you got that nice little rejection at 940. Okay, 930 was this candle right here, nice little push, rejection. Okay, there's US 30 still running. Okay, now we'll finish off with gold. Okay, big rejection, guys. Okay, so we're going to see now if it's going to hold support at 1755 mark. If it doesn't, look for it to retrace back down into this area right here, 1754, 1753 mark. Okay, but it made a nice little push, guys. Like that was a nice candle there. Okay, that's a scalp right there. Okay, okay. See what's US 30 going at. Okay, so US 30 is now starting to get a little rejection here. Okay, at the high. It's still in the 5 minutes. Let's check out what's going on in the 15 minutes. Okay, look at that big bullish candlestick there, guys. Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder, inverse head and shoulder here. Massive push on US 30. Okay, for real. All right, that's what this looks like right here. Okay. Okay, now we're approaching, like I said, that resistance at the high. So we might be able to get a nice little pullback here. I'm going to leave it right now. I do believe that US 30 is still going to pump up at least and touch the high. Okay, if not, 34,978 could be a potential selling area right here. But I still think it's looking pretty bullish, guys. Okay. RSI is overbought, guys. We don't want to strictly rely on that indicator alone, okay? If it's going to sell off, like I said, we want it breaking below this area right here, maybe with a nice tight stop loss, okay? I'm looking down here because it's that bottom wick, okay? But you're selling against the pressure, against the buying pressure here, right? So this could be a quick little pullback, okay, before making its next move. 34,978 is that same area, okay? So let's check out gold here. I'm going to stay for roughly 5 more minutes, guys, okay? And then, like I said, members, we have one of our webinars tonight, okay? And then we have Tokyo session, so it's going to be a very good session, guys. We did really well in this trades today in terms of market open, okay? Last one I want to check out before is just maybe Nasdaq, okay? But look at gold; it's still trying to fill that wick here, okay? Nah, Bell, bananas. You haven't heard the banana speak in a while, guys. And guys, I am timing this for you. It is a 5 to 7 second delay, but keep in mind we have to have this, okay? Simply because of the overall quality of the stream, okay? So okay, so look at gold, looking pretty good. US 30 is starting to maybe prime into a little bit of retracement here, so we'll see. All right, just gonna wait here, wait patiently, guys. And if we end this call, remember, guys, this is the key area right here. Okay. If you guys are a gangster like this, okay, there's the push, guys. Continuing push. Okay. Okay, it flipped really good. Let's see what's going on with Nasdaq now. Okay, Nasdaq is still kind of priming. I wanted to leave Nasdaq alone. You can still see it's consolidating, barcoding, red, green, red, green. Okay, we're going to leave this alone for now. If it starts to push up, like I said, we have our overall target areas up here. Okay, so I'm going to leave Nasdaq alone simply because I didn't get much movement today. Okay, we're going to focus on, to end this call, on gold and US 30. Okay, so you can see gold is still very bullish here. All right, still very bullish here. If you missed the move, that's okay. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow and we can look at it like that. But for now, like I said, it's starting to get some kind of a wick down, some rejection. All right, 1757 mark. Okay. If you only have 300 on your account, I wouldn't even be trading US 30 or gold. Okay. Just keep in mind, I would maybe focusing on pairs. That small of account, you need a high leverage to be able to do that, which I don't recommend even doing with that size of account, because if it goes in your wrong direction, because like I said, you're still learning, it's not something that I would want to be a part of. Okay, just be honestly with you. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, and just before we, I'll quickly go over the trades after. Guys, if you're still on here and you're still new, okay, basically understand that we have a membership kind of group here, that we have private sessions, webinars, Zooms, live streaming and stuff like that. Stocksnipertrading.com. You can check it out. Okay, you can scroll down to the bottom, guys. What I recommend is just doing to start is join our newsletter. Okay, we send you some different blogs. You know what I mean. I'll show you those in a second here. But if you're wanting to know a good broker, guys, Fusion Markets is very good. Okay, that's the brand who we support right now. They don't fortunately accept U.S. or Ontario clients, but the rest of the world, very good for scalping. Very good broker. Okay, treat you very good. Have no issues with them. Okay. So the blog section, guys, all right, you can start to see that we have a lot of different information that we provide for free for you guys. We have trade recaps. Member makes, like I said, this is an example of a member makes a good trade entry here. During our live webinar, we have a nice little cell here. Okay, we break it down A, B, C, D. Then we break it down why it actually happened. We don't have a video on this one, but some of them we do have videos for. Okay, so you can see multiple open on US 30. We have chart here, A, B, C, D, and then we put the YouTube video for you. That's Ronnie right there. Okay, so, and then over to the membership section, guys. If you have any questions about this, like I said, 4 days a week we have Tokyo session, 3 webinars per week. Okay, we have 1 live Q&A. All right, and we give, like I said, roughly 2 to 3 trade ideas per day, depending on what we see. Okay, we upload all of our webinars that we record to the website, so it's definitely a good database for trading here. Okay, so guys, always remember to kind of make sure to pay it forward. That's why we go live on YouTube. Okay, to provide free for you guys, so you can see what we do in case you want to join and take it to the next level. Okay, but you can see now back on US 30 here, we're starting to get a little bit of push continuation. So obviously it's not coming near this potential sell entry yet, so don't be looking at selling anything. We need to get below this area first and start to break. Okay, all right, guys, so it is 10 o'clock. Okay, if we look at gold here, it's starting to maybe retrace a little bit, sell off to 1755.18, and we'll see if it's going to sell off even further. But for now, guys, that gold trade ran almost 50, 60 pips depending on where you got in, so it was very, very good. Okay, if it retraces, it's going to come back down into this area between 1754 and 1753 mark. All right, and then we have our US 30 here. Okay, guys, I'm going to send this chart to our group, guys, so you can see. I'm going to do it right now to see if this trade is actually going to happen. All right. Okay. So, guys, if you had a good time on the call, we really appreciate it. I'm going to put a poll out in the overall Telegram group. Okay. So, guys, we'll be doing this tomorrow again at 8. Okay. Let's check out the news we kind of have leading into tomorrow. Okay. So we have 9 a.m., we have 8, we have some Euro news, 8:30 we have some USD news here. Okay, 10 a.m. tomorrow we're actually going to stream a little bit longer because Powell speaks. It's going to be a very, very erratic time tomorrow. Okay, we'll start at 8, we'll have good moves at 8:30, 9:30, and then obviously we have the 10. Okay, so tomorrow's going to be a big day, guys. So just keep that in mind for tomorrow. Okay, but Guys, as you can see, US 30 is trying to retrace, pullback, but it's not even going to have enough power to get it down there yet. So just keep this in mind. Nice little sell opportunity, 34,972. Okay, that would be a nice little pullback mark. Okay, guys. So if you guys had a good time, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get off the call now. Members, keep in mind, like I said, we have the webinar and also we have the initial the Zoom session tonight. Okay. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I really appreciate everyone signing on here and sticking with it. Tune in tomorrow, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram too. Like I said, we do a lot of updates based on that. So thank you so much for all your time, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a good day and hopefully you bank today, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay? God bless. Peace.